What is up, guys? Welcome back to Between the Pylons. I'm John Camacho. Thank you so much for watching. And today we are talking about Jimmy Garoppolo and his god-awful performance against the Miami Dolphins this past Sunday. Performance so bad that he was benched in the first half for CJ Beathard to play out the rest of the game in the second half. Did not go so well. The Miami Dolphins ended up thrashing the 49ers to shock absolutely everybody, especially me, and I'm a Dolphins fan. So let's get into it right now. All right, so what I want to do first is look at a couple plays from Jimmy Garoppolo's game against the Dolphins, and here I have 3 plays. 2 of them are the 2 interceptions he threw in the second quarter. But what I want to do is just look at how he throws the ball. Look at his technique here. You can see this is very off. Look how he kind of lifts that right leg at the very end. He lifts that leg and wants to put really no weight on the back, and he wants to. He's pretty much throwing with one leg and all arm, and that's going to lead to some inaccuracies unless you're, one of the top 1% throwers in the NFL, and Garoppolo is not that. And right here you'll see, he can kind of feel the pressure coming, gets it out, and kind of has to have a quickened release. This ball has no chance. So we'll move on to the next play. We're going to kind of see the same thing. This is the interception, the first of pretty much 2 in a row, I do believe. And right here you're going to see, again, how he just lifts that leg up because he wants to put absolutely no weight on it, right? And that is a huge indicator that there was an issue. You could tell, even when it isn't stuff that was this egregious, you could tell that he was having some serious issues. So I don't really understand why he was even allowed to play in this game. How Coach Shanahan doesn't notice this throughout practice kind of is concerning. I would think that this is something that maybe came up early on in the game, which I don't think it was. You could tell something was wrong as early as one of the first throws, which was, I believe, was a flat route to McKinnon that was just way off target. Then he had a short pass to Deebo Samuel that was way off as well. So I think from the very beginning of the game, you could tell maybe he injured this in practice. I'm not 100% sure on that, but regardless, you can tell there's an issue with this leg. Serious issue. You can tell he doesn't want to put weight on it. And let's go to this last interception again. You're just going to see terrible mechanics. Again, it's not quite as bad. This is more of a duck, and it might have even been tipped at the line. You can't really tell, but it's an absolute duck that had no chance either way. And, I mean, just an easy interception for the Dolphins. Really just 2 in a row that were very easy interceptions. You can tell the ball has no chance. And really, I'm not making this video to crap on Jimmy Garoppolo. I do think he's a good quarterback, and I think when he gets healthy, he will be fine. He will absolutely be fine. The problem is he has to get healthy first, and he's not. And it's very obvious that he's not because of the way he is throwing the football. It's just very clear. So what I want to do now is show you some games from week 1 before he had that ankle injury that took him out. And here, kind of the same thing. You see the difference. And this isn't a great example just because kind of an easy throw, that didn't really require a huge windup. But you can still tell he clearly, has both feet on the ground, using that back leg to push off and get a good throw. And I think this is an even better example here, and probably the best example of the right mechanics versus the wrong mechanics. And what I wanted to do is kind of give you a side-by-side view of the left side, which is against the Miami Dolphins, which was this interception, the first of 2 interceptions in the second half. And then on the right side against the Arizona Cardinals in week 1, which was what it should look like versus what it shouldn't look like. And you kind of get a good representation that, hey, this is not a Jimmy G problem. This is an injury issue, all right? So people that want to come for Jimmy G's neck, I think the 49ers are in a quarterback controversy, things like that. No, that is not the case. They started an injured quarterback, and it pretty much threw their entire game plan off. The Dolphins were able to get ahead and make enough plays to make it really not even look close, and it wasn't close. The Dolphins dominated that game, but it was because Jimmy Garoppolo was still injured, all right? So please understand, this is an injury issue. You can see right here, look at how Jimmy G throws the football on the left side versus the right side. You can tell, yes, they both kind of lift their leg up in the same way, but on the right side you're seeing him push off completely, and on the left side you're almost seeing him like bring that leg up just a little bit earlier, just a little bit, like, oh shit, I can't make this throw. You see him just kind of pop it up because it clearly hurts. I mean, that's I think that's reaction because it hurts to put the required amount of weight and tension on that back leg to get an accurate throw down the field. And on the right side, obviously, you don't see that. You see good mechanics, or relatively good mechanics. I don't think it's picture perfect coach room mechanics, or I think there's some issues there, but he gets the ball out and it's an accurate pass, and it was a good play. So that's what you want to see versus what you don't want to see. And really, that is the entire issue with Jimmy Garoppolo on Sunday's game. I don't think this is a mechanics issue. I mean, it is, but I don't think it's because he has bad mechanics or he's playing particularly bad for some odd reason. It is very clear to me that this is just a high ankle sprain that is not correctly healed, or is not healed all the way. And really, I think if you had to pick one person to truly blame for this terrible first half from the 49ers, it's Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan's the one that decided to start Jimmy G. He's the one that watched him play in practice all week and decided that he was ready to go. And really, he wasn't. It was very clear from the very first play that he wasn't. Now, to be fair, Jimmy G could have re-injured himself during pregame warmups. We don't know, and we probably will never know the full scope of the story. But I just want everyone to understand that this is not going to be a systemic problem for the 49ers. The 49ers are not bad, in my opinion, at least. But really, I think I look at this and I have a lot of hope for the 49ers. It has not been a great start, and I understand that injuries have absolutely decimated this team, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend like they're a Super Bowl favorite or anything like that. They're not. But when Jimmy G gets properly healthy, he'll be able to run the offense at a very proficient level, and the 49ers are going to win a lot of football games down the stretch. I would believe they will be in contention for a wild card spot down the stretch. Obviously, their division's going to be a tough one. The Seahawks have a stranglehold on it right now, but the Rams are close behind, and the Arizona Cardinals are not slouches, although they've had a little bit of a rough patch over the past couple games, but they've already beaten the 49ers. So while the division is probably out of reach even after just 5 weeks, the wild card spot is absolutely not. They're going to be in contention. They're going to get better. Jimmy G just has to get actually healthy, and in the meantime, CJ Beathard can run the offense. We forget, but he was a third-round pick. He has had experience in this offense. Not a lot of winning success, but a lot of his starts came from very, very bad 49er football teams, and this 49er football team is a lot better. Brandon Ayuk is getting better every week. Deebo Samuel is getting more and more integrated into that offense, coming off of a serious foot injury that he had in the offseason. So please, 49ers fans, don't freak out. NFL fans, don't write this team off. They will be back. They just need to get through some injury issues. But all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, you can check out our podcast at Between the Pylons that is recorded right here with my buddy Jacob. Between the Pylons and any podcast listening app. We have a really great thing going there. Please check that out. Peace.